Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I wanted to talk about November, our crazy weather in November. And also, I saw a movie called Hurricane Heist. I figured since both are weather related, I would do it in the same video. But before I do that, I did a video. It's kind of weird because I do videos whenever I want to talk and I have something interesting to review. A review a little while ago that I'm going to put up today about Holiday Nerds Rope. I was talking about my history with nerds and the Willy Wonka candy and the Willy Wonka, the original '71 Willy Wonka movie. I liked the Tim Burton one, but I think the original one is much better. I forgot to mention Jack Albertson was in there playing that guy's grandfather. And I remember, because, I mean, this was back in, I think the first premiere, I saw the first premiere on TV back in 74, 75. It was a G rated movie, despite the scenes of violence in the tunnel. And there was kind of like scenes of like disturbing behavior with the kids and stuff. Kind of like when she got really ate that red, but she got really big, she had to get juiced or something like that. A little disturbing. It'd probably definitely be PG rated today. Anyways, I noticed the guy that played Charlie's granddad was Jack Albertson. He was in a show called Chico and the Man, which had Freddie Prinze in it, whose son was Freddie Prinze Jr. And he won an Emmy for the show, and then he went on to, I thought it was like, hey, Chico and the Man. Because, I mean, I watched those shows when I was a kid. I love that show. I haven't seen it since it was on NBC a long time ago. I believe it was NBC. I was bummed when it got canceled. And then he went on to do, and he passed away sadly in '82. Then he went on in '81 to do a horror film called Dead and Buried, which I haven't seen in a long time. I would love to see that again. So, okay, I would go and talk about my November, the crazy November. Whenever I showed that video of like how bad it was outside that one Saturday, John canceled. Walking in the snow, you're getting a lot. Um, I didn't do any videos after that. I mean, it did. The next day, it got a little warmer. Everything started to melt, and then we just had lots of rain and mud and stuff like that. And then a lot of cold. I mean, then it would like rain over snow overnight, and you'd get just a little bit of snow, maybe inch, or if you're lucky. If I go outside and look and you see grass on the ground, even with the snow, it's not that big of a deal. And that was it for a while. And I know Thanksgiving it went down really cold. They said it was that we had a cold snap, and it was slated to be one of the coldest Novembers ever. It didn't break the records. I think it was like 25 or something like that. And they said it would probably be in the teens. It was like 25, I think. But it was still really cold. And then the weekend happened, and then they said like Tuesday night is supposed to get cold, and Tuesday and then Tuesday night is supposed to get cold and start snowing again. We're supposed to get another foot or so. We got slammed again. Well, the weatherman lied. That happened Monday night. I'm like, oh my god! And then it was like he said one happened one bad. It'd take over a couple of days. So Wednesday wasn't much better. Thursday morning, on online, you don't have to wait for the weather. You can type in where you live with weather, and it'll say how much cold it was. Thursday morning when I went to go to work, it was 23 degrees. So it was really cold out. It still snowed a little bit, and then Friday it was supposed to warm up. I'm filming this Friday night, like 40s and stuff like that. Some snow melted. It's a muddy mess out there now. And then Saturday is supposed to be up to 50, and then Sunday 54. And then, I mean, with lots of rain, of course. It's been a very rainy 2 months. We had a problem a couple of years back where it didn't rain enough, and there was like a drought warning or stuff like that. But I think that, like my one neighbor was saying, they used all that water for the prison that's down there. And that's what really drained the water supply, I guess, the prison. Anyways, I forgot. Starting Monday, after that 54, it'll still be a little warm, and then Monday it's supposed to get another cold front. It's supposed to get cold again. And then start to snow again. I think by Thursday it's supposed to be like 30 degrees. So it's been a really crazy month. And for November, they had like the averages. They had each day with either red or blue. Now, they have like the averages from the way since they've been recording weather histories in 150 years, I think. And they're talking about, they said we mostly have below average days as far as temperature. It was more colder than what it was. And it was like, we had like maybe no, less than that, maybe 5 days that were above average. Most all the days in November were below average. And then we only had one day that was really sunny. Other days were partly sunny and more cloudy than anything else. And they had a warning on tonight, Friday. I mean, I don't know. I'll put this up tomorrow, Saturday. Friday they had a warning I never heard of, a dense fog warning. I never seen them put a warning like that up before. That was different. But usually when they have like winter snow warning or winter snow watch or lake effect snow warning, or they'd have a freeze warning. But I've never seen dense fog warning at all. And they were talking about the snowfall. Last year, I mean, because up until Christmas last year, we had a very mild winter. And then after that, we got slammed. And they had a really horrifying thing here on the news, historic snowfall. Well, over the course of like 2-3 days, we had like over 3 feet of snow. And they shut down everything. We didn't get mail for a couple of days. They banned traffic on, they banned commercial traffic on the highways and stuff like that. It was really bad. But before that, it was pretty nice. I remember that Christmas Eve, because I celebrated Christmas at my sister on Christmas Eve. Just went home just spent Christmas by myself Monday. But I saw that Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. It was okay. It was just rainy. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit of frozen, a little teeny tiny bit. Anyways, I saw my friend Jody Carnes out there. My sister's named JoJo, but Jody Carnes out there from high school. And he said, watch out. Starting tomorrow, we're expected to get 3 feet of rain. And I was like, in my head, I said, no way. And we did. But before that, it was really actually pretty nice. Last November, we only had a ½ inch of snow. Last November. Like I said, we got hammered after Christmas. But we only had like a ½ inch last November. This November, they said the average snowfall in November is 8.5 inches. This November, we got like 19.5 inches. So we got a lot of snow. And like I said, we'll get a break for a couple days. Monday's transition day, and then starting Monday night and Tuesday morning, we're going to get slammed again. But it's been really crazy with the weather. But there's my story about our crazy November. And also with winter weather and the weather getting bad, I mean, I still have some more local, more videos I did outside in different places, at John's place and at some different restaurants I haven't put up yet. When the weather gets real bad, you'll probably start seeing a lot of videos of me at home. I still got 2 videos at my mom's, which is a rarity. Coming up, I'll do sometime. I'll put up sometime. That's a rarity, seeing stuff. I'm very rarely over there. So, like I said, you might start seeing more videos at home, depending on the weather. When we got slammed, it was like, no way. I still have to go to work. Go to work, come back, that's it. That was it. So that's my weather update of our crazy November. Now I want to talk about the movie Hurricane Heist. Now, Hurricane Heist, well, the movie I just found out because Jeremy Johns, I think, reviewed it, and he said it was all right. It was a huge flop at the box office. And I know my friend Berkshire Bacon Lover, I think, said he saw the movie, he said he didn't think it was that good. And to my knowledge, it was the first from a new film company called Entertainment Studios. And then I found out, I looked on Wikipedia, Entertainment Studios was funded it started in 1993 by Byron Allen, of all people. And Byron Allen is kind of like the punchline for some comedians and stuff like that, but he's always doing stuff. you see like a syndicated show, it's on late night or something like that on different. More than likely, Byron Allen's behind it. He's still going strong, I guess. And then I guess they started doing movies and showing movies in the theater, but they were doing stuff like syndicated TV shows, stuff for cable, movies for TV and cable, I guess. But they were talking about movies that went to theaters, and they've done a few. And they were the ones that bought. Technically, Hurricane Heist is my very first Entertainment Studios movie seeing, but they bought 47 meters down from Dimension, which was going to release a home video to put in theaters. Now, I saw that movie through Dimension. 47 meters down. I think there was another name for it or something like that. But they bought the theaters, and it was cool. I seen the trailer. I said, man, I already seen this movie. It's kind of cool seeing the trailer after you already seen it. And they're supposed to be, next year, they're supposed to be doing another 47 meters down sequel to it. So that might be cool. You never know. Anyways, the other two new studios I heard of, like 2016, was A24, and the first movie I saw there was Witch. And also they had Bleecker Street. A lot of people hated The Witch. I liked The Witch, though. With Bleecker Street, the very first movie I saw was a movie called Unsane, which was a huge flop. A huge flop. I think it lasted a week, man. I don't even think it lasted 2 weeks. Steven Soderbergh, it's a great movie. It was shot all on iPhone, and maybe that's probably why. Maybe a budget, maybe 1.7. Probably the smallest movie I've seen on a screen in a long time. And the ending credits only lasted maybe like, I don't know, 90 seconds. And that's a rarity because usually ending credits last like 10 minutes. We did a review on that, John and I did. Well, anyways, Hurricane Heist. I said it flopped at the box office, but it's about like this hurricane in Alabama. Well, you talk about these two sons that lost their dad in a hurricane back in 92 or 93. And you see there's a hurricane coming through Alabama. And there's one meteorologist guy. He has like this cool vehicle called the Dominator, I think, or something. I think that's what it was. That vehicle's awesome. And, you know, the sheriff was saying, we got to get everybody out of this town. There's a hurricane coming. Just set up roadblocks and get all these people out of here. And at the same time, they had the National Treasury building there. And they had something wrong with their shredder because that was the one thing that shreds like old money. And then they replace with new money, take the new money in the market and stuff. Well, anyways, they decided to take the money. These guys have hooligans, take the money, and they put all these people hostage and stuff like that, and locked them up. And it was kind of a plot similar to Postal Inspector, the Bela Lugosi movie, which, yeah, I think they had like a big flood or something like that, and they wanted to rob this bank or something like that. I love that movie. This movie was different. I mean, the biggest problem was I don't think it told the story well enough. And a lot of the movie is just gray. It's like gray. Because of the story, I mean, a lot of times you don't know where people are at. Half the time. Or some scenes are forgettable. I mean, then it starts to get a little bit better. I mean, it's not a horrible movie. It's just an okay movie. And there was a part where he was throwing these hubcaps in the wind, and they were going like throwing stars like that. That was really cool, but they didn't show it well enough, I don't think. So they had a couple of things that were really cool, but they didn't show it well enough. They're like, oh, right. You know, it's really hard to get into the movie though, action-wise. I mean, it was a decent film. It got better towards the second half, but I think it was only okay. But that being said, I love that one thing happened at the end, but like I said, it was so quick. And then something happened and you immediately forget about it because it's kind of like a forgettable movie. Like you see some people blow away. It's kind of like the movie. You see something and it's kind of blows away. I mean, this is one that you probably won't remember in a long time. Or like, you know, Jeremy Johns said it was a good time if you're drunk. You can say you won't remember this in T-1 day or T-2 days. But I remember it kind of. I call it Hurricane Heist, but the real title is The Hurricane Heist, but I say Hurricane Heist. It's an alright movie. I give it a very mild 7 out of 10. Because there's not enough neat stuff in there to like. I just wish it would have told the story better and it had more interesting characters. I know this one guy talking real deep voice like this, like a Liam Neeson or Vin Diesel type, but every time I heard him talk, I wanted to clear my throat. You know what I mean? But it's an alright movie. So that's my movie review of Hurricane Heist and also my weather update about our crazy weather in November. I hope you like this video, everybody. Until next time, please, take care of my legion. Also, my shirt says zombies, they love you for what's on the inside. Isn't that cool? Alright. Take care, everybody.